It don't match. It don't match. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sequoia. Wow, it's been so long since I've said that, it doesn't even feel normal. But I am back today with a video with some content. Today's gonna be kind of like a fun, interesting day. I'm just gonna get the yapping and some of the context out the way now. So I'm going to get my makeup done by somebody else, not me. And I've only ever had this experience one time over 10 years ago, and it wasn't that great. Makeup wasn't as innovative as it is today. And the MUA who actually did my makeup, she's actually well renowned. Like, she's well known and much better than she is now. But that experience and a couple other instances just kind of prompted me to learn how to do my own makeup, and I never looked back since. But this opportunity is gonna double down for two things. One, I'm facing my fear because I am a 2026 bride. I got engaged in January to my best friend. I'm so excited. And I've been contemplating going back and forth between getting my makeup done and doing it myself. I already use pretty high-end, waterproof, long-lasting makeup anyways, because a lot of times when I'm going out and I wear makeup, it is in a setting where I need it to be long-lasting. So I feel confident that I can do bridal makeup. And also, my little brother just got married last month and I did his new wife's makeup, and that House Lab foundation, Lady Gaga did her big one on that. So I feel confident in doing it. But this girl reached out to me. She asked me to be a model. It's free. So I feel like if it's good, like if it's an overall good experience and I like how she does my makeup, I feel like I could probably overcome like the reluctance and probably maybe vet out a bridal MUA and maybe treat myself to my big day. So we'll see how it goes. I've looked at this girl's work on her page and she seems legit. I'll have her information in the description, and also I'll probably like insert it somewhere in here too. But her work looks good. I'm excited. I guess we'll see how it goes, how everything is. And then after that, we're gonna try on some wedding dresses. I have an appointment at 4:30. It's almost 1 o'clock now. I have an appointment at 4:30 to David's Bridal, nothing crazy. I am this close to paying my deposit to get my custom dress made, but I'm going to David's Bridal to see if she can help me, my stylist can help me with my measurements. And I also want to try on some other dresses that they have in there, just to make sure that the choice that I've selected for my custom dress is actually what would look good on me and what I actually want. I think it would be a good idea just to kind of cross out any doubt that I have on like my style of dress and like what I'm going to get custom made. So a lot of fun, interesting things today. I am so excited. I'm in such a good mood. Make sure you subscribe, check out this, check out some of my other videos. Give this video a like if you liked it. I hope to have more wedding content soon. Obviously, I'm not gonna post too many details about my dresses because I'm getting too specifically, but I do want to kind of roll out some wedding content. So we'll see how this video does. Let's go get my makeup done. So I am officially done. The results are dissatisfactory for sure. First of all, right, my eyes only get watery when doing makeup if it's old makeup or too much product. And she put so much product up on my lid, like the powder, so much powder. That stuff was getting in my eye and my eye started watering. But I told her from the beginning, like that was the first thing I said. I said, hey, my eyes get watery with like old products. I feel like the next step should be to use waterproof eye products. When I do my own liner, it's waterproof eyeliner, mascara. You never know what is gonna transpire. All waterproof products. Also, I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can zoom in or like focus. But there's so much product that got in my real eyelashes. She didn't take it out. She didn't put mascara on it. She didn't whatever. There's like concealer or foundation or whatever she used on my real eyelashes, and then she stuck falsies on top of it. Please. No bottom mascara, no nothing. And her excuse was, oh, your eyes were watering. I didn't want to, put more product there and make it worse. I look crazy. This shit look a mess. Eyebrows is giving spider legs. And okay, fine, my eyeballs watered. But how do you explain the foundation, the base not matching to my neck? How do you explain that? Because my eyes ain't got shit to do with that. My lip liner, uneven. There's like a dent in the side. I have, I think, maybe 45 minutes to spare. If I leave right now and get back to West Palm, I'll have enough time to go home, take this shit off, so I don't walk into these people's establishment in this bridal shop and they start talking crazy about me because I come in there looking like a fucking clown. This is why I don't let people do my makeup. This is why. I'm gonna insert some of my own pictures of me doing my makeup. I use the NARS foundation, NARS concealer, the whole NARS combo, just about. And I set my under eye with the Fenty beauty powder, and I never have this problem, ever. Never. It has to be if I'm using like an old eyeshadow or having like an allergic reaction. I'm not though, and it's never like this when I have it. It's usually up here on the top, and there's nothing on the top. It's literally here and in here, because that's where she was packing up the powder and the concealer. And she said she used like House Labs concealer. I used the House Labs foundation on someone else and it was good, and I used the Fenty concealer on them. I've never used the House Labs concealer, so I don't even know how it works, but I just feel like she was using entirely too much product. But this should look a mess, and I feel like my decision to do my own makeup has not wavered. It has not changed, because I know like my base is gonna be tea, and thankfully like I have like good skin, so like the base is like smooth at least. And I do like the shade of blush she used, but that shit just don't match. It don't match. It don't match. It don't match. It don't match. Please. So I took off all that makeup. I'm a little bit annoyed because I was really looking forward to having my makeup done and just go in there, you know, and like get a whole vibe in the dresses, glammed up. But I just kind of like filled in my eyebrows a little bit, threw on some lashes and a quick gloss, and I just took off the makeup, washed my face, and put on moisturizer. So this is what we're working with. It is 4:18. I got about 12 minutes before my appointment starts. The place is maybe like 8 minutes away, so I'm right on time. Just gonna continue the day on a positive note, even though it's now raining. I was in South Florida in Broward, and I'm now back in West Palm Beach where I live, and it looks like the rain has shifted this way. So I'm just gonna make it do what it does, go try on these dresses. I'm still kind of excited for that part, but you know, it is what it is. I went down there to get my makeup done to find the answer to if I'm going to have somebody do my makeup or if I'm gonna do it, and the answer is no. It's just that simple. Can't cry over spilled milk. So let's go try on these dresses. When I walked in, I was greeted and I was told to browse the selection of dresses and take pictures of the tags. My stylist would be with me shortly. I went immediately over to the mermaid dresses. I am looking for a lot of the glitz and glam 3D appliques. I did look at some like the plain Jane, more like timeless, elegant pieces. I didn't want to option out anything. And then Sandy, my stylist, came over.
We say that they're length for like someone 5'10".
5'10".
A lot of times what I'm seeing is they're more like for someone 5'11" or
yeah,
so.
That's
the only thing is you wouldn't be able to go with a heel. So if you decided, let's say you want to do like over a 2-inch heel, then you would have to talk about extra length.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to be in heels, maybe like 3 or 4 inches, nothing like crazy, but so heels for sure.
Be looking probably at then a dress that does come in extra length. So then for ordering time, it's probably not going to be something that's going to be in the store.
Yeah, and I figured
you can try something on here.
So she took me over to my little section and I set up my tripod. I was super excited. She was asking me here if I wanted to do this lip lining with the extra tool, basically to add more volume to the dress. I basically told her that being that this was my first time trying on a wedding dress, I'd be open to pretty much everything, the whole experience. So she went to go get the dresses. I got undressed, and here's the first dress. Actually did not expect.
So the slip, you have a lip. The slip is a little bit higher.
Yeah, I pulled it up too high.
Come down
a little bit farther down.
Yeah, if you just
Yeah. I mean, it was gorgeous on the rack. I'm like, is this gonna look good on me?
Okay, ready? I'm just gonna.
I got it in the front.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I pulled it down. Oh wow. This is
Beautiful. It's stunning on you. It's stunning. Wow.
wow.
So you see how it is a little shorter.
Yeah,
so
and then if I were in heels,
definitely, yeah.
Definitely would need.
And I can tell you, like, when you get to the point where you're thinking, really, you know, you're thinking seriously about the dress, what I would do is have a seamstress come out and tell you how much more you're gonna get with extra length. Wherever you wanna wear this.
I would put it on the bottom. I would put my bun higher up.
And then do this.
Yes, I'm obsessed with that look. Stop. Not me giving out on the first one.
Oh my god, you look amazing. Amazing. Oh, we got tissues. You look amazing. Oh.
Everybody's dream dress. And it's so like pretty to see too.
It's amazing. I love that dress.
Beautiful.
Look at this.
I kept the original audio in just so you guys could like hear and see the emotion. Out of all the dresses I tried on, this was my favorite. I came in for mermaid and I was so obsessed with this dress. So obsessed. I felt like it was perfect. I'm a little bloated, so don't mind the stomach, but I loved it. This one, I wasn't in for very long. It highlighted my fupa in the front. I felt like it did nothing for my body, so I took it off. This is now the third dress. This is more of like a mermaid style, and I honestly really, really loved the train on this one and the floral detailing. But again, this one needed to be altered in a couple areas, primarily around like my waist and my stomach. And the top was a little too big, so I felt like it did fit me a little weird, but I did tell her to add this one to my profile because I did like it. Like, I like the way it looked in the back. I like the way it fit. I had to keep in mind that a lot of these dresses would have to be like altered to my shape, and not to beat myself up too much because it is almost the time of my month and I was extremely bloated. So I was trying to keep all of that in mind, but this one, and quite frankly, all the dresses I tried on didn't really wow me like that first one did. I love that dress from the moment I stepped out of the room and she put the veil on. I was like, I think A-line ball gown dresses might be it and mermaid may be out, because that one was like, wow. And I guess everything kind of just hit me like, oh, I'm getting married, you know, oh, this is really happening. And again, I'm like PMS too. So like, I was like super emotional, but this dress was okay. I would love to know what you guys think below on all these dresses. I'm not going to wear my hair exactly like this for my wedding day, but I do know I want an updo. So I felt like putting my hair up really kind of like painted the picture and the vibe of me trying on everything. So I'm so happy I did that. She asked me if I wanted to try on a veil, and of course I said yes. All of my favorites she wanted to add a veil on, just so I could see like what the whole picture looked like. And honestly, again, with her putting on the veil, I felt like I could see myself on this in this dress, but it just didn't give me like that wow factor like the first one did. The first one I felt was like absolutely like it meant for me, shape, everything. But when she put the veil on with this, I was like, okay, this could possibly be it. But I didn't love it as much as the first one, so we kept trying on other dresses. But I'm so glad I went and tried on dresses, period, to begin with, because this experience was so necessary. And my perspective on like wedding dresses and what I like versus what looked on me, I felt like that was achieved in this trip to David's Bridal. And shout out to Sandy, because she was so amazing and so patient with me through this whole entire process. So she offered this one to me to try on, and honestly, it was so tight in the hips. It kept scrunching up in the front, and I just could not get over it. I absolutely love the back, the train part of this dress, and the color is like more of like a blush pink. She said she had it in other colors like ivory or champagne that I can order it in, but in the store she only had this one. And I loved it, but I am going to be wearing heels on my wedding day, and a lot of these dresses that I were trying on, they couldn't be ordered for extra length. So that was honestly the reason why I couldn't commit to number one, and I honestly wanted more of the 3D lace appliques, kind of like this dress. But I don't know. Again, I felt like I looked pregnant in some of these like mermaid dresses. Like, it's crazy how like bloat works. But it was cute. It fit okay. It just, again, did not give me that wow factor. But like, the back looks okay. I love the train. I love the detailing. I'm still stuck really at this point on option one, but her and another one of her coworkers were kind of just like looking at their tablet, giving me options, checking their stock just to see what I had, what they had available that kind of aligned with what I was looking for as I was trying on these dresses and seeing what I liked versus what looked good on me. This next dress, it was honestly too big. It did nothing for my shape. And I honestly loved the back side of this dress a lot more than the front. The front was just entirely too busy and not in a good way. But then at the hem of the dress and the back, like the train part, like I don't know if it's called like scallop lace or like whatever that's called, but I really love the detailing of the back and the hem more than the overall front and like shoulders. And so I was like, I told her this one looked like grandmama-ish, which I probably shouldn't say because she was an older woman, but it just came out and I regretted it instantly, praying she didn't hear me. But yeah, I didn't like this one at all, so I wasn't in it for very long either. This next dress had some drama on the bust and then was more of like a simple satin material towards the bottom. I did love the slit. I did love the pockets. I was so obsessed with the pockets. Like you could see my face lights up at the pockets. But this dress, honestly, again, was just a little too plain for my taste, but it did solidify further that ball gown dresses, the A-line ball gown dresses, is probably what I'm going to be in for my wedding day, just because I feel like I have really wide, broad, kind of like muscular-ish shoulders, and I do have like wider hips. I do have a little bit of like love handles and a fupa, but I'm wider on the top and bottom. And I feel like with the volume of like a ball gown dress, like see how I step up, it just looks good. Like ball gown on me just looks way better than anything else in my opinion. And that's what I was basically explaining to her. And like the back and just, I don't know, the proportions for me just were really like solidifying that, okay, mermaid is cute. Some of them actually looked all right on me, but I feel like I'm loving more of like the ball gown style than anything else. Like all the ball gowns I put on, I loved a lot more than some of the mermaids, even if they were a little bit more plain. Now, this would be my second favorite of the ball gowns I've tried on. This one was like a really bright white, and I honestly like just loved the way it fit. She didn't zip it up all the way. I think there was something wrong with the zipper, so she ended up just tucking it into my bra. But just again, watch when I go to step up on the platform, how like the dress like trails behind me, how I look stepping up. Just look what it does for my frame. I think this was the last dress I tried on too, and I was like, yeah, I need to go home and look at some ball gown dresses because, oof, this is wedding. Like I could see myself like walking down the aisle like this. So I was basically telling her that, and then she did say that this one was available for extra length, but I honestly just wanted more of like the 3D lace appliques on the bottom, and I don't know if I wanted like a hard white. I was more into like ivory. And I think she said I could order this one in ivory. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, after that first dress I tried on, this would absolutely be my favorite as a second. It just needed a little bit more sparkle and drama, but I overall like just love the shape and the fit of everything. So that was the last one. I got dressed, met her back up at the front, and that was it. A successful try on.
Okay, wow, what an experience. Tell me why, like, this whole time I've really been eyeballing like mermaid style dresses. Like, that's just what I like. And I told myself when I came to the shop to try on dresses, I wasn't just gonna like limit myself to just mermaid dresses, because how would I know what actually looks good on me if I'm only like stuck on one idea? And I'm so glad I did it, because tell me why the first dress I put on, y'all seen in the video, I was crying. I broke down. She put the veil on and the tears just started flowing. I love that first dress so much. And the thing is, like, the company that I'm doing my custom dress for right now in my cart is a mermaid style dress. The only thing that's waiting for me is for me to put the payment down, like my down payment over, and they would start customizing the dress. But I wanted to come over here to get my measurements and just make sure I was making the right choice and picking a mermaid dress. Y'all, I'm not getting no mermaid dress. I'm not getting a mermaid dress. I tried on a couple of, it's called A-line ball gown. That's the term. A-line ball gown dresses are what looks good on me. I have really like muscular broad shoulders, and with the A-line kind of like ball gown, what it did was like make my waist smaller, and then the bottom just had all that volume, and the proportion on me just looked chef's kiss. There was like enough sparkle, there was like that wow factor. I love that corset. She did say like a couple alterations had to be made, and you know, little different things. The only reason why I can't really solidify a decision on that dress is, one, because I need alterations on pretty much anything I wear that's like bottoms involved, like jeans, pants. I'm always getting alterations on the bottom half of my clothes because I am so tall. I'm 5'11", long legs. And that particular dress, they do not do alterations on the bottom, and that dress is being discontinued. So I tried on some other A-line dresses that you know, as you've seen in the video, and I love them. There was one mermaid dress that I did try on that I liked, and I did tell her to add it to my profile, but I don't think I'm getting a mermaid dress. I think what I'm going to do is go back to the company I'm getting my dress customized from, and I'm going to tell them, scratch the mermaid, everything else the same, scratch the mermaid, we need this A-line ball gown. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to get that same exact dress with the sweetheart neckline. That looks good on me. That part I did confirm looks good. We tried on the sweetheart on just about all the dresses. Love that. The corset, love that. It's just the mermaid style on me. Some of the dresses looked good, but that's just not the one. I bawled in that first one. So, and it fit perfectly. She didn't have to struggle or nothing. It zipped up perfectly, which made it all a more like a surreal moment. And honestly, the only thing that would stop me from buying the dress in that store too is the customization company I'm using. They're charging me only like $800, $900 tops for the wedding dress of my dreams, and the prices over here are like $1,500 up, which is not bad. But if I know I can get the same dress for cheaper, come on, let's be real, what am I gonna do? So I got some homework to do, but that's really it for this video. That's kind of all I just wanted to do. Try out some makeup. That was a fail, but we were able to have a successful day nonetheless, because I was able to figure out what dress I want to get married in. Hello, like a win is a win. So I'm super excited about that. I got some homework to do, gonna do some research, because everything I've been looking for has strictly been just mermaids. So now that I have this newfound interest and like for A-line ball gown dresses, I need to go see what that side of wedding dresses look like. So I want you guys to wish me luck. Hopefully there'll be more wedding content. I definitely plan to do it. I obviously don't want to show too much details on my dress and like certain things, but I do want to start rolling out the wedding content. And I feel like this was like a good start. It was definitely a successful day. So if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was entertaining. If you like this video, give me a like, go ahead, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.